Okay, time to talk about all that hype yesterday.
Directly to you.
I think it's suffice to say that Nintendo won the E3. If you don't know why, you should watch the E-conference and that Treehouse thing and that Smash Bros. Tournament.
There was so much stuff. There was I think only one game we weren't excited about.
Which one was that?
The slow moving robots.
Oh yeah, that Alpha Phase robot game that was shown in the Treehouse thing.
Yeah, that was the only one.
Even then, that was in the alpha stage. It could get better. Not that it matters anyway. Everything else is just so good. Nintendo's done a lot with this one. They made people more excited about Smash Bros. They have a new, I guess, IP. It seems that it's made from Nintendo. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. That looks like everyone's just loving already. Well, I guess we should just start by just talking about everything that was there.
We should talk about how they hired the robot chicken guys to do skits for them.
This is true.
That was great. And then it went directly into Iwata and Reggie fighting Dragon Ball Z style.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I remember that was the first thing you showed me, because I had to sadly miss it due to finals. And I was
that fight
automatically
was just so cool.
it was just automatically they've won. Reggie and Iwata are fighting with mega punches and kicks, and Iwata's using freaking the directly to you thing to heal himself.
Directly to you,
And
power up.
Reggie did a Shoryuken.
And they did this because they were showcasing a point that the Mii's are now in the game as playable characters.
I've never been so excited for Mii's to be put into something. I'm gonna be honest, usually when they put Mii's in stuff, I get kind of angry. I'm like, these don't fit in here. But no, for this, I'm actually really excited. They did a good job with this. It looks amazing. I'm hyped.
There's 3 different kinds of bodies you can put on them: the fighter, the swordsman, and the gunner. And if I recall, there is 36 possible combinations with specials.
Yeah, so you can customize them to be have a huge moveset.
Yep, 9 different characters, effectively.
Yeah, that's amazing. That, and now you can have Lincoln fighting Hitler.
Yep, dude, they actually just talked about that too. That you can have, they made it so that you can have other characters fight too, which means you're probably not going to be locked into your favorite Mii is the one you use. You could probably choose the Mii.
They even had examples of Lincoln getting sworn in.
Lincoln gets sworn in.
Ice-T pours it on. Elijah Wood likes to battle.
Yeah. Of course, they gave Lincoln the gun.
Lincoln has to have the gun.
Of course he does.
So yeah, that was amazing.
Fun stuff.
After that.
What they specifically went into next, but they had a lot of things to talk about.
Palutena!
That was at the end, and
that was at the
calm
end?
down.
Okay.
It was the final trailer.
I'm sorry, I got shown out of order, so I'm a little bit out of it.
But no, I think the next thing was, I think it was the Woolly World.
Yes.
Yoshi's Woolly World.
It's so cute. Hey, what's the best way to bring a sequel to a Kirby game? Hey, let's make it a Yoshi game instead.
A 3-dimensional one. You can see that there.
It
Everything
looks-
is made out of yarn and cloth like yarn was. But more like the stuffed yarn doll things instead of just outlines.
Yeah. To me, that makes it even cuter than the first Kirby game.
Even the sky is a curtain.
Okay. I'm gonna admit something really big right now.
Okay.
I played Yoshi's Story more than I did Yoshi's Island. I know I'm a monster for that, but it's because I owned one and the other one was at my grandma's house. So I'm more used to seeing Yoshi with fabric patterns than anything else. So seeing him with even more fabric patterns just makes me even happier.
Best part is it basically is Yoshi's Island, but without Baby Mario.
Yeah, so
and
yeah.
from the looks of it, it seems you got Heart Life. Because when the 2 Yoshis I just showed you entered the field, they had 8 hearts or something.
It kind of looks like they took Yoshi's Story and Yoshi's Island and fused them together.
It's fine with me. That's two good games put together.
Yeah, like I love the Yoshi series. I didn't get to play the newest installment, which was like the third Yoshi's Island game. I heard that it was just kind of a continuation, so I'm kind of really excited for this.
Alright, and then after that we got Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. If you guys played the Super Mario World 3D game for the Wii U, you probably saw those segments. Whether you like them or hate them, apparently enough people liked it that they decided to make a whole game based around it, and it actually looks pretty great.
It looks really cute and really fun.
I personally really like the Treasure Tracker parts of that game a lot. At first I was like, ugh, but then that shark stage, and I was like, oh god, I actually have to figure out what I'm doing here.
Yeah, like, the second, like, it seems like it's going to be really in-depth. Like, the first couple stages of it, I remember it was just kind of like, oh, we're just going around in circles, it's kind of fun and relaxing. I remember I just kind of took it as, oh, we're taking a break from the action. But then you did get to that shark stage, and you're just like, what is going on?
Yep, you gotta really manipulate that camera to figure out where you're going.
That and, like, all the different stages they showed look cool, like the giant booze mansion that you have to go through. And like the
He even has boss
chasing.
battles.
Yeah, he has boss battles. I love that. Like it's like okay, we gave Mario has a ton of games. Peach we gave her own game. Luigi we just gave a ton of games. Who else can we give a game? Wait no. Oh yeah, Wario has his own series. Who else can we give a game to? Waluigi. Now let's give it to Toad.
Who gives a crap about Waluigi? He's still an assist trophy for God's sake.
And Daisy. Daisy can just go sit over there. She's off playing tennis.
Well, what you gonna do? Yeah, it was pretty great. Let's see. Next, I believe was Xenoblade.
Xenoblade! Oh, I'm still so hyped for it.
Yeah,
It was
Xenoblade
just
Chronicles
cutscenes
X.
this time.
It was just cutscenes, but then again, at the Treehouse, you actually saw gameplay. You got to see like the first like hour or half hour.
Like, I've never been in the I've actually never played any games from the Xenoblade saga. This game looks so great. I'm getting into it.
Yeah, dude. There was also a tiny bit of gameplay that was shown showcased like a few months ago too. It's pretty great.
It looks
Like,
like
if you-
futuristic Monster Hunter.
That's a good way to call it. Let's see. Next, we have the
Kirby.
no.
Oh,
Zelda. Two games, as you know, Hyrule Warriors and the Wii U one. Well, best thing that we can know about Hyrule Warriors is Midna and Impa are playable, along
So
with Link
good.
and Zelda.
And they said basic.
And they said that more characters would probably be playable too, which means we might get that Tingle.
Tingle or bust.
Yep, Tingle, a playable character. Let's do it. Don't act like you don't want to have it.
I want it. You know people would be wrecking with Tingle.
Well, he could fly, so it's like...
He needs to have his 4 brothers with him. Well, his 3 brothers.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's Dynasty Warriors, you know, you get what you pay for.
Yep.
The other game, we don't know a whole lot of information on, but we do know that it is...
Legend of Skyrim.
Yeah, basically. It's, I'll just show you right now. As you can see here, this was a idea of what it will look like. The mountains you see in the background are
Reachable.
reachable. You can travel to them. This whole, basically, you go through all this whole area. They wanted to go for a more classic approach to the Zelda games. The kind of whole, you just kind of explore, and then you go to story second instead of the story taking over the whole thing.
Which is fine by me because I am a huge fan of games like that. I love sandbox
It has
games.
a very painted style going on with it, so it'll probably be all pre-rendered.
Not to mention that it seems that this is going to be futuristic Zelda.
Oh yeah, yeah. In the in this trailer they showed after they had him sitting there in the field, they had a robot attack, and it blew up the villagers there in the left-hand corner.
Yep. And then Link went right in after it with his ponytail.
No, he was running away from it. Then the robot trapped him on the bridge,
Yeah.
and then he started shooting like these weird arrows that like unfolded and made like either
Blowtorches.
fire arrows or the last one looked like a light arrow or ice arrow or electric arrow. I don't even know.
All we know is it's super futuristic arrows and it looks cool.
Yes.
That, and a lot of people are speculating Link might be a girl.
They think he's a girl because he has a ponytail.
He's probably not. He looked pretty Linkish.
Just because it has a ponytail doesn't mean it's a girl. I can't believe I have to say that, but here we are. Let's see. During all this, they actually took time to bring out this thing called Amiibo.
Yep.
It's not a game, but it's related to the games. Think Skylanders, or what is it called?
Yeah, Skylanders or Disney Infinite.
But with Nintendo characters. They hold data when you use them to up their stats, etc., etc.
So, and I like that you don't have to buy a special little portal thing in order to
Yeah,
make it
it
work.
just connects right to the Wii U pad. And there's plans to make it connect to the 3DS as well.
So that's pretty cool.
So you don't need like a fancy whatever to do it, it just does it.
Mm-hmm. So you know those are going to be worth a lot.
Yeah, probably. Or maybe they'll be cheap because Nintendo has a way of making that happen sometimes.
Yeah. Please, Nintendo, mass produce them. Do not be an asshole like Skylanders and Disney Infinite where they have limited edition ones.
Limited edition. Why would you want to live in such a world?
I don't want to pay $500 for Luigi. But I want my Luigi.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about this one. Bayonetta 2 was shown again. We got a little bit more information about it if anyone cares. If you don't, they have another game inside the game. Where I guess he just dresses up as different Nintendo characters and just kicks all kinds of ass and goes through an adventure.
It looks fun because they showed her as Peach and as Link.
Peach, Link, and Samus.
Yep.
So you got Sexy Peach, Sexy Link, and Sexy Samus.
It's basically, do you want to see your favorite Nintendo characters only as sexy Halloween costumes? This is the game for you.
Well, that was fun for me either way. Let's see here. Oh yeah, Mario Maker. If you like those things where you get to customize a Mario stage, you can buy it now.
Now you can make your own version of Impossible Mario, but you can give it to other people, most likely.
Well, the plus side is you get to have it in the 3D one, too.
It's official!
And then we had, what was it called? Kirby and the...
Rainbow Curse.
Yes, the Rainbow Curse.
It's a clay version of Canvas Curse.
Yep, Canvas Curse, but with clay.
It looks so amazing. I really hope they did actual stop motion clay for it. It looks like they did that, or they like most likely took in the clay textures and just used them as that. So probably did a little bit of work with clay. It still looks amazing. I'm still happy. Wispy wood made out of clay.
Yes. During this time, we did get more Pokemon footage. It was a trailer where you got to see the primal Groudon and Kyogre in like tapestry art.
It was pretty.
We saw some actual gameplay too, so we got to see like how the characters look in game.
They look a lot
They
better
look
than
a lot
their
better
art.
than their art. That's been a theme a lot with Sugimori's artwork in recent times. The in-game programming and the anime art tends to look better than his actual art.
Which is weird.
I think he's starting to slip.
Oh.
Because like you saw the Diantha art,
Yeah.
she looks a lot better in the show than she does in her art.
She's so
In her
cuddly the
artwork,
show.
it looks like her leg is twisted.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why he thought that was the way to go. But anyway, point is we got to see that. We got to see that
The front
Roxanne.
of Mega Swamp of Mega Sceptile.
Roxanne has art, which means the other gym leaders probably do too.
Steven's back.
And yes, Steven's back because he's going to be talking about the primal stuff. I think we saw that in the Japanese screen cap. But now you made me lose my focus.
Sorry, I'm just excited. Yeet. You said talking about different gym leaders. They're different.
Oh yeah,
laws.
Sceptile. Looks like Sceptile aims his tail at people, which means that orange thing is definitely a dagger. Like I knew it. I kind of knew it was. It looked a lot different from the tree part, but this definitely confirms it. It's not just a lightning rod now. It's a spear, which is cool enough for me. And then, after all things were said and done, Nintendo had a new IP they wanted to show off. At least like I said, I'm pretty sure it's an IP. It didn't see any other, like, production company name on it, so it's most likely just Nintendo. I haven't taken a chance to look yet because too much hype and too much other things I had to look at. But it seems a lot of people are really liking this one already. Apparently, I don't know much about the Twitter, as you kids call it, but apparently it is already trending. Its name is Splatoon.
Little girls become squids.
No, little squids become girls, as seen below.
And
These squids that you get turn into girls, and then it's basically kind of like a TF2 sort of splatter, paint everywhere, turf war game. Though it might have other versions too. We only saw the one, the one turf war kind of thing. But yeah, they girl forms. I say girl forms because I'm pretty sure most, if not all of them, are.
They look like girls.
I think maybe one of them isn't. But anyway, the human forms shoot paint, and then the squid forms can surf through it really fast. So you kind of have to be switching back and forth if you want to really cover ground.
Yep.
Which is obviously a big thing about this kind of game. Each of the not each. Stop saying each. The color choices are various
Like
in
orange,
this game.
pink, turquoise, lime green, purple, blue.
Orange. You got those colors and colors like that. There's a few. I think there's like 6 colors.
Yeah, and it's all really bright, nice colors. The game looks super fun.
Basically, it's Nintendo's attempt to do a shooter without it just being another Call of Duty clone or another Battlefield clone. It's something different.
Yeah. Third-person shooter in which you spread ink everywhere.
I actually would like to see other modes in this game. Like, I really want a hide and seek one where it's like the whole area is like covered in the hiders' ink, so they can hide in it, and then the seekers have to find them. They can like shoot their own ink everywhere to kind of make it hard for them to run away or whatever.
Like prop hunt, but with squids.
Yeah, because because the squids can hide in ink, but they can still be hit when they're in the ink. So you can still shoot them if you shot blind, but also they can't hide in enemy ink, and in fact the enemy ink slows the player down. So.
Yep. So you gotta make your own terrain. I love that they also showed if you have an opponent up on a high ledge, you can shoot ink up the wall and then swim up it in order to reach them.
You can swim up walls, you can hide on walls. Certain areas are not inkable, so you gotta watch out for those. Also, it looks like the characters are customizable, too, because we see some characters. Because I'm pretty sure there's 2 or 3 body types, but they all look vastly different because of the clothing that they wear.
Yep.
Also, different kind of weapons
and hairstyles.
It'll be pretty great. I'm actually really looking forward to it.
I am too. It looks so cute.
Oh yeah, I should probably have brought up dates for release. Most of it's 2015, with the exception of games like I think it was Hyrule Warriors coming out in September.
September 26th.
Pokemon coming out in
November 21st.
Yep. Oh, and let's not forget 3DS Smash Bros. Coming out in the summer of October 3rd. Please understand. It was only a month or 2 ago that they said that. Yeah. They could have, if they didn't know when it was going to be done, they could have at least not said. They just said
second or third quarter.
Third or fourth quarter.
Yeah, third or fourth quarter.
Just so they don't held to any responsibility. That way, it could have been a nice little thing when we actually did get it early if they got it done in summer. I gotta wait till winter for this to come out. Oh, but wait, it came out 2 quarters early. Yay. But instead it's it's gonna come out in summer. Oh, man. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Go. So now it's maybe 2 months apart at best between this and the Wii U one. But whatever, I can wait. I can wait. It'll still be fun to
It'll
play,
still
especially
be
because of the characters that we got. Other than the me, we got Palutena from Kid Icarus as a playable character, and well, she looks like she's bullcrap.
Spins around, shoots lasers, has a giant reflector, rocket jump. I remember that was funny because she just started naming off her attacks.
There she is.
That and she's so animu.
Yeah, that trailer was like only anime, and it's not even just like regular anime too. It's this kind of anime. They took special time to showcase her jutting her ass out,
That and her boobs.
and her boobs too.
I just love that in the trailer. She literally just goes like, sticks her
Oh, Nintendo kids, right?
Yeah, that and her final smash seems to be a giant black hole with a laser.
Well, you know, when you do the Smash Bros, you have to make sure people die. But that's not the only one that we got. Later in the evening, we got another special announcement.
Aquaman!
You will love spoiling things before I can scroll down and show people it.
I'm sorry. I get so excited.
Yes, Pac-Man hungers for battle.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. Anyway, yeah, it's Pac-Man, which is pretty awesome. But it's not just anyone, it's Pac-Man World Pac-Man. The good Pac-Man, I might add. He has all kinds of crazy things going on with him. But not bullcrap like Palutena. I should probably explain what Palutena does first. It looks like she has super speed, she has super jumping, she can reflect things, she can counter, she can glide. Well, sort of glide, peach glide. Looks like pretty good projectiling. She has Luigi's headbutt. Yeah, auto target blasts. She looks like she's gonna be a pretty bullcrap character, but who knows? Maybe she'll do like so little damage it won't even matter. But Pac-Man, on the other hand, I'm trying to even explain what he could do, dude. He makes food appear. He makes his ghost guys appear. I forgot what their actual names were.
Inky, Blinky, Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde.
And Clyde, right. I remember Clyde because
Everyone remembers Clyde. I have a plushie of Clyde.
he's like the easiest. Because he doesn't, you know why. Anyway, but he also seems to be able to make his ship show up, and you go in his world is like the one from like the, I think it was the Super Nintendo. It was the one with the really crappy looking graphics. Oh, here it is. In fact, it looked like this. I love that game. Yeah, he's gonna be fun. I can just feel it. Oh yeah, his final smash is great. It is the he becomes the giant 8-bit Pac-Man and goes and just eats people. But he can also become like regular sized that, but 3-dimensional. With his, I assume, his up B, and he can control where it goes, so that's pretty cool.
Waka waka.
Yeah, it was so good. And that was everything from the E3 part of the day. Well, the E3 E-conference part of the day. Because then a few hours later, they had the Treehouse talk about stuff. If you don't know what the Treehouse is, they're basically the beta testers of games. And also the ones who write the stuff that goes on the games there from Japan exclusively. So when you see Pokemon say things like elite or noob or whatever like that, you can blame them. But yeah, they were showing off the games there, so we got to see Splatoon in action. We got to see the Xenoblade in action. We got to see Hyrule Warriors match, and that guy like failed so hard when he played the first time around. Like, did not know how to go save anybody when he should have. We saw a few stages of Captain Toad Treasure Hunter, Treasure Trek, or whatever. And we even saw some games in their alpha stage, which was a robot game where it looks like its leverage is the key of the game. You basically walk very slowly and awkwardly, like with a physics engine going on there, to like enemy robots or whatever, and the goal is to knock them over, and if they knock you over, you lose. And it's simple enough, but it's so slow so far. Like, even the faster robots don't move very fast. Just kind of like waddle back and forth. And then they even fall over slowly. It was the low point of the day. That game was not very good. I know it was an alpha stage, but it was not very entertaining. The next one was a little bit better. I don't remember its name, but it was like a security camera game with lasers. The robots try to invade the base, and you have to use the cameras that are equipped with lasers to stop them from invading. It's exactly what you would expect. There was a game like that on the, I think the Sega CD, and it was pretty okay. So, it was okay. That one was okay. It wasn't super great, but again, alpha stage, I can give it time. Especially because a lot of the robots look like Rob. And during the talk of those two games, there was something really important that was announced that people were really excited for.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm sorry.
Okay, guys, I know you're gonna do it. They decided to let everyone know that it's not ready yet to be shown, but it will happen sometime next year. We'll probably see it in E3 next year. Star Fox is coming back to the Wii U. So we're going to have a new Star Fox game. Of course, no Metroid, because Other M makes it so you can't have that. But yeah, that was pretty exciting news. I think that was the last big thing before the tournament, which is a whole other thing altogether. It was so hyped. There was like thousands of people in that stadium, just ready to watch these 16 people who I guess were like the best players in their respective areas fight to determine who would be the king of the first tournament for the new game. And it started off with a free for all with items on max, and then it went to the quarterfinals with a slightly lower items. Then we got to the semifinals with low items, and then the finals with no items. And you could actually kind of see my problem with not having items on in that, because of how it went out. The less items and people there were, the less interesting it turned out, because less things were flying everywhere, less people were picking sides and choosing allegiances. It became a little bit more predictable than it was liking. Especially at the last match, which had the most controversy of anywhere in E3 outside of the whole Microsoft pissing off people with Conquer, not actually having a game, just being in one or something like that, from what I hear.
Yep.
I don't even remember, because I didn't care enough about Microsoft.
Just know that they teased Conquer, and then we're like, oh, no, we're not giving it back.
Okay, so, yeah, she apparently saw it. But anyway, people were pretty upset by the results of the final, because there's this kid who had a scarf, weird-ass glasses, and a tucked-in polo, and I think he had, like, shorts on. Like, from what I understand, from what people keep saying, he has a scarf on for sentimental reasons. Fair enough. I won't judge that. But that's no excuse for everything else he was wearing. He dressed like a goober. And he had a tendency to try to stall out games and not get into the fray, so he wouldn't lose. So by the time by the time both players got to the finals, they were just, one was being really defensive, the other one was trying to get in there with Kirby, but it's Kirby. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
And but he was still doing well, actually. He even got them down to 1 life. He was down to 1 life, and the Samus was at like 89%. Like, that kid was going to lose. But then he did one of the more shameful things any person could ever do, especially when you don't have items on. He jumped into the, in the middle of the air in the abyss area where, if you fall, you die. Mm-hmm. And basically, he just kind of stayed out there, just trying to occasionally grabbing onto the edge so he could get back out there and stay out there. Because Kirby can't get out there and fight with Samus's reach. Yeah, her reach in this game is stupid. At least for now. They said they might change things later, but as it is now, Samus's reach is really dumb considering how good it is. So there's no way Kirby could get out there and fight. So sudden death had to happen because they forced the last minute by being out there. And since Kirby doesn't have the same kind of reach as Samus does, and basically the first hit wins, Kirby didn't have a chance. So, needless to say, even after the kid who was using Samus got the trophy and stuff like that, people were like booing. You could very audibly hear people booing him. People were that mad.
Especially since the Kirby guy was the crowd favorite.
Oh yeah, he was the crowd favorite. Like when they came out to do their big match, the one kid just kind of walked up there like whatever. But the other guy who was playing the Kirby, he was like just playing to the crowd and milking it, just like cheering with them, shaking everybody's hands. He got a soccer ball from somebody and then he tossed it into the audience and just like, you the man. And it was...
Didn't he challenge Reggie too?
Yeah, after everything was done, he asked if he could say something, and then he basically said, I want to challenge Reggie to a fight. And Reggie said, no, I play all the games in Nintendo, but I suck at Smash Brothers. But now that it's coming on 3DS, I can play it on the go, and come this time next year, I'm going to kick your ass. Oh, it was so hype. Honestly, what they should have done was just took the final fight to the boxing ring stage, and either that or the Final Destination version of that stage, because stalling I think is very cheap. It's a cowardly way out.
It's a way it usually gets you disqualified.
It does usually get you disqualified in Smash Runners from what I understand, but on top of all that, it's not fair. Like, what if Little Mac got up there? Little Mac, if you don't know, has really terrible air fighting capabilities. What if he got to the finals and that happened? It'd be like, well, he can't go out there. He can't fight in the air. I guess he just has to deal with it.
And there's no items to throw.
There's no items to throw, so they're stuck at, basically, if you don't have have a projectile that you can control, you can't do anything about it. It's very cheap and cowardly, which is probably why a lot of people were booing. And I personally agree. It was a not well-earned win, and I can understand why the whole stadium was booing him.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Are you fucking ready?
I am almost ready. Not as ready as Reggie was, though.
He's ready to kick your ass.
He's ready to kick your ass. But yeah, so that was everything that happened in Nintendo's day. Like I said, pretty clear that they won this one.
Yep. Like, everything else I saw from every other conference, I only got to see a little bit.
It was mostly, from the Sony one, it was mostly just trailers.
Yeah, it was mostly just trailers.
Pre-rendered trailers.
What I saw from other companies was usually either sequels or exercise games. And then there was the whole Microsoft thing of, oh, here's Sparks, look at Sparks. Oh, look, it's Conker! Conker, he hasn't had a game in 10 years. Well, he's not getting one.
He's not getting one, he's just in the game.
Alright. This. Look at this.
Vanilla float, hand it over.
Cherryville.
That's a good idea. Well, I guess that's all we have to say about the conference here. you can go to their Twitch or their YouTube to see the footage. Apparently, the Treehouse is going to be doing more stuff today too, so it might be new stuff. We might even see another character show up. Who knows?
Or another scarf faggot.
I don't think so, Tim.
That guy is gonna get booed out of every tournament from here to Bangkok. I don't know.
Anyway, I guess that's about it. So till next time, everybody, play fair or not, but make sure no one sees you playing unfair.